remember Sam Chris way back in 2017, when Milo first fell, he did say something I thought was very insightful in an article in Vice, which I'll just read here. It says, Milo's secret is that he's one of the most boring people on the planet. He spends every wicked second trying to hide this fact. It's why an adult man who used to dress exactly like the awkward tech journalist he was now swans around in costumes ranging from Poochie the dog to scene filler from Triumph of the Will. It's why, like every other failed reactionary loser to get bored of these pissy British islands, he went off to seek fame in America, where people could confuse our accents for wit and our humdrum sex-lives personality. It's why he won't stop running up and down in front of the world screaming, look at me. He needs to keep it up forever, because as soon as it stops, people will realize there's nothing to see. Listen to what Milo actually says, beyond all the teenage showiness about how many cocks he's sucked and how great his clothes are. He thinks Islam is sinister, feminism is stupid, and the world revolves around him. He's someone's dad, a sputtering retired colonel full of gravy and defeat, spraying little specks of Brussels sprouts from his mouth as he drones on about immigrants at the dinner table while the kids roll their eyes and push their peas forlornly from one side of the plate to the other. All-time best description of Milo, but that exact thing. Look at me. Why isn't anybody looking at me? Once the mainstream right dropped him after the gay age of consent comments, he lost his book deal. He was dropped by CPAC. I mean, man, the word grifter is so overused, but this guy is one of the purest grifters who's ever lived. This guy is like a going from town to town trying to sell monorails, level grifter. And what he's settled on now is that he's found Jesus and he's no longer gay. So let's see how he's doing.
4 inches tall. If you're thinking about how this is going to fit into your shrine or maybe even a bedside table. I know sometimes people like to wake up and say good morning to their favorite, people and saints and whatnot. It's available in bronze and pewter, and they're both $87.50. We're not yet set up for 2 easy payments, despite our.
We're not quite there.
But we're hoping to offer that one day, or 2 easy payments. But she's just under 12 inches tall. She's available in those 2 different. They call them accent finishes. We've got statues in the shop here that are fully painted.
Right.
And we'll see some of those later.
Yes.
But the thing I like about this is this wonderful burnished, bronzy, aged color that she's got. And that wonderful, the face on this is especially good because
the face is wonderful. It's so peaceful.
I hope you know what I mean when I say there are good Marys and bad Marys. Of course, the real Mary, there's only good things about her. But there are some Marys with the faces that, unfortunately, they haven't put the work in to make sure that she's got just the right expression and features.
Right.
This, on the other hand, as you can see at home, it's just beautiful.
I mean, he just reminds me of dudes I would meet at markets in London. He's like, come on, mate, I got yourself a nice Virgin Mary here. You want to have a fucking look at this? Look at it. Take a gander at the quality. It's quality, isn't it, mate? And it's just selling you something out the back of the lorry. I mean, you guys probably don't know what Only Fools and Horses is, but it was a well-known British comedy show about a London spiv who always trying to do business. This is what Milo is. He's just a spiv trying to sell us fucking ration cards after the war. You know what I mean? It's fucking pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what it reminds me of. But a lot of the Milo, the post-gay Milo stuff is hilarious. Like he's said, this sounds made up, but this is all shit he said. He's still living with his husband, but now he's just a roommate. And also, swear I'm not making this up, he said, these are words that came out of his mouth, that dogs have stopped barking at him because he's not gay anymore. Jeez. They sensed the sin or something.
You just bummed us all out. That just. Oh man,
it must be a downer for him, considering the heights he was at, and the heights, and circle back to that point, I think the left needs to like learn the lesson, but I think they've learned the wrong lesson from Milo because they think they canceled him when in fact they should realize like you created him, right? You created him. You made him stronger with your tears, like, and being a baby about him. Just ignore him, and he'll go away.
No, I think in this case that is just about literally true. I mean, he feeds on attention, and since the last little bit he can still find. I mean, he found the last group that was like gullible enough to throw him some support in his reduced state. It's like, well, shit. How's the religious right doing? Can I still do something there?
He had the whiteboard with different groups he was going to consider trying to pander to, and the other ones crossed out.
It's like, okay, do I have a future here as like a never Trump Republican who can go on MSNBC all the time? Nah, market's a little crowded. I don't think I'm quite the right speed for that. That's probably not going to work. I could claim that I'm a progressive now. No, damn it. I think this is all that's left. Sorry. You have been watching free public content from Give Them an Argument. To access every single episode of the show, the main show on Monday nights, all of the streams, all of the debate breakdowns, all of the patron-exclusive post-games on Monday nights, all of the patron-exclusive bonus episodes every week, and much, much more, go to patreon.com/Ben Burgis. I cannot resist ending this with, don't be foolish.